Hey there everybody, Mazrock here, and today I want to do something a little bit different than what I normally do. I'm going to go over, this is kind of a viewer request as well, so you know who you are, you've asked for a little bit of help with pacing in Halls of Atonement, so I will, I'll do that, I'll gladly do that for you. So, before we get started, please like, comment, subscribe. My goal is 2K subs by the end of the month, June. It's like 10 days left. I honestly think we can do it. You guys are have been absolutely crazy and fully supportive, and I'm flabbergasted by all the support. So please like, comment, subscribe. There's a Twitch link down below. I've started streaming on the regular again. So if you want to watch me stream keys, raid, basically alt-tank content, because that's what I do, come on by, check that out. And as well, there is a community Discord link down below where I will be putting the route for Halls of Atonement that I'm going to be creating here. And this is kind of always what I do. So if you want to get this route and put it into your MDT, you'll be able to do that in the Discord link down below. So let's get started. So right off the bat, there's a few things that you need in Halls of Atonement before when you're making your group. Things to be aware of. And there's one thing in particular that you need within your group to make this route happen, and that is some sort of hard out of combat CC. Monk Paralyze, Hunter Frost Trap, Mage Polymorph, and DH in Prison, those sorts of things, just to name a few. So right off the bat, when the key goes in, I know before it was don't move, because this mob is easier to pull, but you want to pull this mob. You want to pull this mob, and you want to pull them over here. The problem with this is you get this Houndmaster right here. So what we're going to do is this one right here. We're going to put a little arrow right there. And can I put text in here? No. So we're going to put CC. And that is, yeah, okay. So what you want to do is you want to CC that Houndmaster to stop him in his track. The Gargans don't follow if the Houndmaster is put, but you don't want to enter combat with any of them, because if you enter combat with, if you get the Gargan's threats, what you do to the Houndmaster doesn't matter. So you want to polymorph it, paralyze it, imprison, whatever you got to do, keep it in spot without entering combat. This is a good spot for Lust. This is also a good spot if you so choose to roll in these toiling groundskeepers. To put them in there. So if you want to, you can, but on necrotic weeks, sanguine weeks, and things like that, this isn't always the play, so I don't always include them. This is a route that I've used for all 15s. I've used this to time my 20s. It's tried and true. It works very well for me. Up next, your next pull is you're going to go over to these obliterators. The obliterator and the dark blade, you're going to want to make sure that you get kicks on the obliterators, and then you're going to roll them in to the Houndmaster pack. Nice and easy, and you can go in and do that. Then we move forward to this Dark Blade Obliterator pack. You have several options that you can do here. If the Houndmaster has padded up here, that Groundskeeper is going to come in, you can ring them in, and you don't have a single problem there, as well as add in these Toiling Groundkeepers. These don't add too much danger to the pull, so you can pull all them in, but if you so choose, and depending on how the pat works, or the cooldowns of your party, because this is something you kind of want to manage. If you pull all of this combined, a lot of people will blow their cooldowns, but really, you as a tank really want to pace it so they have cooldowns, is for this Shard of Halkias pack. So if you want to separate these, that's completely fine. This is how I work there. Having a Venthyr in the party after this pull is when you want to grab your first Loyal Stoneborn right here. We're not going to put it in, but we will just add a kind of a little asterisk right here. So after you pull this is when you, after this is done, you can bring the Stoneborn into this next pack there. Then we do this here. Here you generally want an Relic and just kind of mow that down. Up next, this is the one that confuses a lot of pugs when I do it, but it works very, very well, is I pull the Depraved Dark Blade and the Obliterator, and then I will specifically run down, leaving them there, grab the Houndmaster pack here, and come up. If you've ever heard your healer say, hey, you're LOSing me on the stairs, I can't get a heal through, you can use the stairs to LOS mobs. Works very well. So what you do is you grab these. I'll leave a monk port there if I'm playing Brewmaster, or I'll ask a warlock, if you can just put a gate down here. There's several things that you can do, but generally it's not that difficult. If you're pacing this quickly and your DPS is good and things are going well, pretty much always that Houndmaster is going to be at the end of the stairs by the time you get there. It's generally how it works. Whenever I'm having 0 issues and we're just cranking through, the Houndmaster is always there. But if we've had some delays, some deaths and things like that, I find that the Pat seems to be around here, which makes it a little bit more difficult to pull. So what you can do is you can just start DPSing these two down and then roll them in as they get closer. You can also do a kick rotation to bring down the Obliterator here, but he doesn't like to move very much, and the Houndmasters are very uncooperative with where they like to be, but they will follow you if you LOS them. So I have found that tanking this pull at the top of the stairs is the easiest way to go around. But what this does as well is if you're getting bleeds from the Gargans and things like that and you need to kite, you've already cleared all of this, right? So you have an easy way to run away, to move around. You have a lot of kiting space versus this here, you don't have as many. So something to keep in mind. I like to do them here. I'll just taunt the Houndmaster, bring them up, and kind of place myself around here, just a little bit far back enough on the stairs where you know if you see the Houndmaster just bolting towards you, that's a good sign. Up next, we'll go down, and I will grab this Dark Blade, and this is kind of the key to kind of pacing in halls. You can double and triple up some of these pulls a little bit more, but I pug a lot, and I pug a lot of 15, so sometimes it's just easier for me to condense things to more simpler pulls. There's one kick for suppressors, and there's one hard CC with the Houndmaster. It's a simple pull. It can be dangerous. The Gargan bleeds can build up and things like that, but really it's not that bad. So then you pull them in, and then after that, you're going to want to get this Gargan as a... you're going to want your Venthyr to get this Gargoyle. Sorry, not Gargan. And after that, nice big pull. After these little pulls here, you should have cooldowns back. You do the whole thing here. The Groundskeeper is actually always going to end up in this pull here, just the way he pats. But you're going to want to pull there. This is another great place for but you do not want to get these Houndmasters. So basically, as a tank, you can just kind of run in on the side here and pull them all and tank them here. This is a little bit bigger of a pull, so you're going to want to make sure that you have defensive CDs and offensive CDs as well. You want to make sure that your DPS have kind of all their big stuff, because these shard packs are really the focus that you want to annihilate down. I am drinking my coffee this morning. Delicious. After that, we go over here, because you want to grab these Groundskeepers, and then you're going to want to grab these. These aren't bad. There's just the frontal to worry about, and 2 casters with the Wicked Bolts and the Curse of Suppressions that you want to kick. There is a reason why we do these right after, and then you come in and you grab this pack right here in the center, giving us our exact count that we need, 79.9%. You're going to see 79% on your screen, never the 0.9 whenever you're looking at your count. A lot of people think you need 80. You do not. It's like 79.4 or something like that. But now you are all set up. Up next, I lust this first shard pack, by the way. I should always state that. Lust the first shard pack. You're good to go. And for another little hint for this first stage is if you are, if you want to kind of don't want to pull these, and you just want to pull this, you have several packs which you can roll in extra Groundskeepers for easy count. Then you want a ranged to come up the stair, like not on the side of the stairs, and go about right here. And you can single target hit with a ranged ability. Monks can do this with, do not use Chi Wave, but Crackling Thunder. And then you want to pull this one. You want to watch out for the Pat. And then double up these Stoneborns. I'm not going to click them for count. Oh, no. I need to, yeah, what are you doing? I want to draw. Why are you not drawing? Let me draw. Then you bring these in. Boom. You grab them right around here. Watch out for the Stone Breath. And then you do the boss. Perfect. Another thing that you need after this is the Invis skip. And then we go right over to Echelon. So you've got your count. You're fine. You don't need to worry about anything. You pull Echelon. and you pull woe here. Now, usually I'll put here, whatever. You do not want woe. You want sorry. For echelon. But that's pretty easy. It's pretty generic. It's really nothing kind of crazy or out of this world. Up next, it starts to get a lot more straightforward because you're going to want all of these. You have two options. If you're in a 15 and you're feeling pretty good, and life is okay, what I'll do is I will actually tell everyone to stay outside the door, LOS, and come around here, saving movement abilities, stuns, and things like that to kind of keep them in place. But if you taunt... oops. Did I accidentally put these guys in the wrong one? I think I did, yes. So we'll put a new pull here. If you taunt this one singular Dark Blade here, you will pull this mob and not the relics. If you use an attacking ability, like something that does damage, you will pull the relics. Just a little tip there. But then you can what you do afterwards is once you do that little U-turn, what I'll ask too is if there's a warlock in my group to set up a gate from the right-hand door going in to out, and then you come back out to the start and you tank them right here, LOSing them around the wall. Oops. But so we'll just kind of do a little thing right there. You LOS them around the wall. Done. If you want to split these up into two, if it's a fort week or a particularly nasty week, you just separate the two. That's not a problem. And then after that, it is just basics. Bosses, mini bosses, because you really don't have a choice but to do all of this. I'll just go for and then boom, done. But that is my routing for Halls of Atonement. That's how I keep up the pace, because it is a tight timer, and the one thing you want to avoid as much as possible is tanking one singular pack, right? You don't want to go in and just do a Houndmaster pack where you can avoid it. Try rolling them in. So like this one here, you can set it up as you want, but adding the Groundskeepers with the Houndmaster with this can be troublesome on necrotic weeks, on sanguine weeks, and things like that, especially because like Houndmasters don't like to move very much, so have a single target, one of your single target class just blow up the Houndmaster as fast as possible with the rest AoE down. But you do have some options here, but this is the best way to keep up high pacing. Your basically almost everything in here is a double or triple pull, and that's how you kind of get going really quickly. You get your high count, and it just works really, really well. And that's kind of what I do there. So that is my Halls of Atonement routing guide. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to be doing a Gambit up very closely because I have come up with a Gambit route that I like very much, and I hope that you guys enjoy it too. If you want to download this route for your MDT, you can just get that on my Discord. So if that's something that interests you, you can just pop it in there. I am going to be exporting it as this video comes out. Thank you very much for watching, and enjoy your guys' day.